Florida's biggest drama goes back to court.
And Casey Anthony will have to be there today. A judge ruled Casey can't skip tomorrow's big hearing. On the agenda, motions dealing with access to the woods where cops found Kaylee Anthony's body, access to records from the volunteer group EquiSearch, and Casey Anthony's legal team fighting to have the prosecution fired. First on Fox, Shannon Butler live to walk us through the big day in court.
Well, the judges made it clear Casey Anthony will be at all of the court activities from now on. And with the way Baez is filing these motions, she'll have to make quite a few trips to court. Tomorrow, Casey and the rest of you will see something rare. Jose Baez trying to convince a judge after months and months of work to give those prosecutors the boot.
Just when you think you've heard everything in this case, Jose Baez throws in yet another surprise to try to throw out prosecutors. He filed this motion to recuse the prosecution from the Casey Anthony case, and in just a few hours, a judge will hear his argument. In this motion, Baez accuses the state of leaking information to the media and accuses them of filing a complaint with the Florida Bar Association, all to have Baez thrown off the case. In his motion, he says, quote, a remedy must be fashioned to prohibit the behavior of the state at this juncture.
There's no chance at all.
Criminal defense attorney Richard Hornsby says it's unlikely that would ever happen in this case. In fact, he says the Supreme Court actually encourages all judges and attorneys to report anything they think may be inappropriate or unethical.
As long as it wasn't done viciously or with some type of malice against Mr. Baez, but in good faith, the next thing that Mr. Baez would have to do is show actual prejudice.
Baez claims their behavior has tainted a jury pool. Hornsby says the jury pool is already in trouble in this case. It's just too high profile. Nothing, he says, the state attorney has said or done up to this point has made a difference. But the prosecution says it's all moot. They made it clear to the court already they did not file the complaint, and Baez's motion is without merit. Hornsby agrees and says it's not the prosecution that's talking.
The only person in this entire case that is doing anything to raise questions about their motives is Mr. Baez himself.
Now, if you're wondering, does it ever happen? Do prosecutors really get thrown off the case? Well, it does. A Broward County judge just a few months ago kicked off a state attorney, 2 of them, because they eavesdropped on a conversation between the defendant and his attorney in jail. So it does, in fact, happen. Karina, Kayla.
Shannon, thank you.